dot body part dot news part. So width is, I'm using some 220, and height I am using the complete height of the body part, that is 600 pixels. So I want to use some 580 pixels for this, and I am using a border we have to write it inside this, inside the HTML. So div class equals to news part, so see here the division will be created, the division is created here, but it is not displaying at the right side. So to make it right side, we have to use the float. If you use the float left for this image, then this part will be displayed exactly here. If it is not displaying, then we have another property called display. Display inline. So here I have arranged this element by using a property called display inline. Displaying inline means displaying one after the other. Okay. So what we have to display in this part? In this part we have to display the news. So if you carefully observe here, the news are not starting exactly from the bottom. It is leaving some space, and after that it is scrolling to the top. That means it is having an inner division inside it. See here. At the left it is leaving some space, and the right also it is leaving some space, and the bottom and the top also it is leaving some space. That means inside this news part you are having some other inner division, but it is not having any border. There is a division existing here, but for that division there is no border. That's why the border is not displaying. So I am creating an inner division inside this. So first I want to display this news and events. So what is this news and events? It's a text. Inside this, I am writing H2 news and events. So displaying here news and events. So what is the color of this? Green. Now change this color to green. Dot body part dot image part dot h1. What is the meaning of that line? If the h1 is inside body part, if the h1 is inside image part, and if that image part is inside body part, then only apply this style. What is the style? Color green. Not dot h1, it is h1. Sorry, it's news part. So it is now converted to green. Now move it a bit. How to move? You can use the margin from the left. So here this news and event is displayed from the border. So to give a space, we can use either the margin -left or the padding -left. You can use anything. So margin -left 10 pixels. Okay, it is moved. Now after that, create an inner division here. Inside this news part, again create another division. I'm creating an inner division called news. So inside this one only I will scroll my news. Now width. The news part having width of 250 pixels. So for this I will use some 230 pixels only. I will leave a 10 pixel to the left and 10 pixel to the right. So I am taking only the 230 pixels. And height. The news part height is the news part height is 580 pixels. I don't want to use 580 pixels. Why? Because I'm using for some pixels for displaying the news and events, and at the bottom also I'm leaving some space. So total I will use only 500 pixels for this. Just check it with a border. So inside the HTML also you have to write that. So inside the news part, after this you have to open div class equals to news. So it is displaying a division. Now inside this division, scroll the news. So for scrolling the news, for scrolling anything, we have a tag called marquee tag. So we have a tag called marquee. By using the marquee, we can move the content from left to right or top to bottom like this. So to save the time, I just use the code which is already written. So this one, this marquee tag. Now inside the news part, inside the news, I will move the news. So put in the marquee tag like this. So the news is scrolling here. But here the header and the content, the header is displaying in blue color and the news which you are scrolling is displaying with black color. Now change this one to blue color. So the Aditya Shines Bright, this one we have to change it to blue color. So I am writing that one inside H4 and the news inside P. Now put the style blue for the H4 tag. So news H4, color blue. Okay, now it is displaying in blue color. Now remove this frame. Just remove this. So removing this means just for the news part, remove this border type. Okay. Now the news part is also completed. Now insert the